Are you tired of feeling like life is holding you back? Do you often find yourself yearning for a way out of the difficult situations you find yourself in? Fear not, intrepid adventurers, for today we're going to do something different. We are going to take a lighthearted approach to self-improvement by channeling our inner Indiana Jones, exploring his most daring escapes. Now, this isn't your average traffic jam dotto, no. Just as things seem to be at their most desperate, Short Round lets go of his end of the rope, leaving Indy to dangle precariously above the ground. It's a gut-wrenching moment that tests the limits of both Indy's physical endurance and mental fortitude. Trapped within the palace walls, Indy finds himself facing a seemingly impossible task, escaping the clutches of the sinister Mola Ram and his army of followers. Although he's able to improvise and think on his feet, he also takes the time to assess his surroundings and make a plan. Before attempting to escape, he observes the layout of the palace and the habits of his captors, which allows him to anticipate potential obstacles and formulate a strategy to overcome them. This is an important lesson for us all. When facing a challenge, preparation and planning can make all the difference. By taking the time to assess the situation, identify potential obstacles, and develop a strategy, we can increase our chances of success. Of course, it's also important to be flexible and adaptable, as things don't always go according to plan, but with a little bit of foresight and preparation, we can set ourselves up for success in any situation. However, with quick thinking and some help from an unlikely source, Indy is able to outwit his captors and make a daring escape. So go ahead, embrace your inner adventurer and tackle whatever challenges come your way with the confidence and resilience of Indiana Jones. Who knows what treasures you might find along the way. Thanks for joining us on this thrilling journey through the world of Indiana Jones. We hope you've learned some valuable lessons about resilience, resourcefulness, and the power of a positive mindset. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an exciting episode. Until next time, keep your eyes open for adventure and your heart full of optimism. One of the most remarkable aspects of this escape is the way in which Indy utilizes the resources at his disposal. When faced with a locked door, he doesn't panic or resort to brute force. Instead, he looks for a way to use his environment to his advantage. He finds a small hole in the wall and, with a little bit of effort, enlarges it enough to slip through. This demonstrates the importance of being resourceful and adaptable in difficult situations. Sometimes the key to solving a problem lies in finding a creative solution that utilizes the resources you have available to you. And who knows, you might just surprise yourself with what you're capable of when pushed to the limit. But what does this scene teach us about the power of mental toughness? Well, first and foremost, it reminds us that we should never underestimate the importance of having a positive mindset, even when we find ourselves in the most challenging and seemingly hopeless situations. It's our attitude that can make all the difference between success and failure. By refusing to give up hope and maintaining a positive outlook, Indy is able to summon the strength and determination he needs to pull himself together and eventually escape from Laosha's clutches. Additionally, this scene highlights the value of adaptability and resourcefulness in the face of adversity. When Short Round lets go of the rope, Indy is forced to improvise and adjust to a rapidly changing set of circumstances. He doesn't panic or become overwhelmed. Instead, he uses his wits and physical skills to figure out a way to escape. The stakes here are a matter of life and death. But how does Indy keep his cool under such intense pressure? The village they were supposed to meet up with is completely deserted, except for a few disturbing clues scattered around the empty huts. What was once a bustling community has vanished without a trace, leaving behind only a sense of unease and unanswered questions. As our heroes explore the abandoned village, they uncover unsettling evidence of what may have happened to its inhabitants. They find strange symbols carved into the walls of the buildings and unearth disturbing artifacts that suggest the villagers were taken against their will. With each passing moment, the sense of mystery and suspense builds, keeping us on the edge of our seats as we try to piece together the puzzle of the missing villagers. Just like Indy and his crew, sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we need to investigate and gather information before moving forward, whether it's trying to solve a complex problem at work or figuring out a personal issue. Taking the time to gather all the necessary details can make all the difference. In fact, in many situations, it's crucial to take a step back and observe before jumping into action. By doing so, we can better understand the complexities of the issue and develop a more effective plan to address it. Sometimes the key to solving a problem lies in the details, and those details are often hidden in plain sight, just waiting for us to uncover them. Like Indy, we can learn to sharpen our observational skills and pay attention to the clues around us. With a little bit of detective work, we can often find the information we need to make the best decision for ourselves. What can we learn from him to help us keep our cool in the face of our own high-pressure situations? Well, the secret, my friends, lies in his ability to stay focused on the task at hand. In those heart-stopping moments when the Nazis are hot on his tail, Indy doesn't let himself get distracted by fear or worry. He keeps his eyes on the road and his mind on navigating the treacherous terrain ahead. This is a valuable lesson for us all. When faced with high-pressure situations, whether it's a looming deadline at work or a difficult conversation with a loved one, staying focused can make all the difference. By channeling our inner Indiana Jones, we can learn to block out the noise and distractions and concentrate on the challenge in front of us. So the next time you find yourself in a high-pressure situation, take a deep breath, focus on the task at hand, and trust in your ability to navigate the challenge successfully. Along the way, we'll uncover the timeless secrets to resilience that will help you navigate any challenge life throws your way. So grab your whip, polish your fedora, and get ready to embark on a thrilling journey of self-discovery with us. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, when Indiana Jones finds himself trapped in a cave with a deadly booby trap at his back and an ancient curse looming over him, he doesn't panic. Instead, he takes a deep breath, assesses the situation, and makes a plan. When faced with a problem, don't just stand there frozen in fear or frustration. Take a moment to collect yourself, analyze the situation, and think about your options. Just like Indy, you might be surprised at what you can accomplish with a little bit of creativity and quick thinking. Remember, even when things seem impossible, there's always a solution if you take the time to look for it. After narrowly escaping the wrath of the boulder, Indy finds himself in a perilous high-speed chase with the Nazis through the deserts of Nepal. As the movie progresses, Indy and his sidekick Short Round find themselves hanging onto a thin thread while trying to escape from the clutches of Lao Che, a ruthless crime lord in Shanghai. Next, in Temple of Doom, Indy's group stumbles upon a terrifying sight. As the adventure unfolds, Indy and his companions are captured by the Thuggee cult and taken to their headquarters, the Panket Palace. Another key aspect of Indy's escape is the role of preparation and planning. Whether you're stuck in a sticky situation or simply looking to add some excitement to your life, these tips are sure to come in handy.